The Toronto Raptors have yet to be able to solve the puzzle that is the Boston Celtics, losing for the fourth time in 5 games against this team this season. The Raptors lost 112 to 94 in game 1 of the second round of the NBA playoffs, and there wasn't a lot to like for the Raptors in game number 1. Now, I'm going to give them a little bit of a pass because of everything that went on during the last week, but the Boston Celtics went through those exact same things and still looked like the hungrier team on the court. With the Toronto Raptors, we know how important the depth is to the overall success of their team, and when your shots aren't falling, you need your superstar player to be just that for you, and Pascal Siakam certainly was not that on Sunday afternoon. Siakam had just 13 points on 5 of 16 shooting for the Raptors, including 3 fouls in the first quarter, limiting his ability to make an impact on the overall aspect of the game. The Raptors as a team shot a horrendous 29% from the floor in the first half. That's not going to cut it no matter who you're playing against. Obviously, you're going to have to give some credit to the defense that is the Boston Celtics. They were very, very good on that side of the floor, and that was a huge difference maker, just giving the Celtics that overall momentum in that first half. That's nearly 17% lower than the Raptors' regular season average, and when your defense isn't up to par during the game, that certainly isn't going to be a recipe for success. I talked about this in the pre-series video, but the Raptors need to take advantage of their strong transition game and get threes in transition. They shot only 25% from beyond the arc in game 1, while Boston shot over 44%. Without Gordon Hayward, Boston's depth was certainly going to be tested, and Marcus Smart came to play in game number 1, being a huge difference maker for the Boston Celtics, compiling 21 points on 5 of 9 shooting from three-point land. As we know, a huge part of this Raptors team identity comes from their defense, and to be quite frank, it looks suboptimal in game number 1. Boston shot 47% from the floor, including 17 of 39 from beyond the arc. They need a better overall commitment to team defense in game number 2 if they don't want to dig themselves a big hole in this series. Now, an under-the-radar storyline for me in game number 1 was Boston Celtics big man Daniel Theis. He got some big run for the Celtics in this game and certainly outplayed the Raptors bigs in Gasol and Ibaka. He's a lot more involved and athletic than I think a lot of people who don't watch him would know, and I think he's going to be a big factor in the overall success for the Celtics in this series. Right from the opening tip-off, the Raptors lacked energy and cohesion. They couldn't find any rhythm, and it ultimately showed in the box score. If the Raptors want to find success in game number 2, they need better overall commitment to team defense, and they need Pascal Siakam to be the player that he's capable of being for this Raptors squad. They need him to be athletic, they need him to drive the rim, and they need him to give that energy that this Raptors team so desperately needs. That's it for me from this episode of Cook's Corner. What do the Raptors need to do in game number 2 to find success? Comment in the comment section down below. From Cook's Corner, I'm Zach Cook. We'll see you later.